Hello everyone, we are live and today I will be talking about depression. So, depression is a very big thing and you cannot take it lightly as people from ages are taking this term, taking this disorder, taking this disease a very light thing. But I would like to tell that if someone is in depression, it's just not how when we deal with it. It's just not how we are entitled to deal with any type of disorder. And one disorder or one issue, or when we just talk about depression, it counts for many people at the same time. So, depression is not just when we talk about depression, it's just not like any type of ignorance, or we cannot ignore it. We cannot deal with it as we deal with other things. We cannot treat it as it's nothing. It is a thing. And this stream has been done as in the last week we have seen Sushant Rajput who died, and he was in depression, and he did not commit anything wrong. He died. It was just a unfortunate death. He did not commit out of anything, any actions. He did it because it happened to him. He was having a disorder. So when I talk about depression is a very common thing and a very important thing, that we have to come out of that zone that yes, we are having depression. We have to come out of that zone that we have to talk about it, and we have to say out in the world that yes, I have depression, and it's just like around 350 million out there, and I am a normal human, and this should be accepted by everyone. As depression, or I would term it as a major depressive disorder, is common and it is serious. It's a serious illness, and we have to look about it. We have to look through it, that what is actually happening in the person who is being depressed, who is feeling sad. It can be of any type. He can be feeling anything, but we have to look for it. We have to be with that human. We just can't ignore that person. So fortunately, it is also treatable. Yes, if you have depression, you have anxiety, it is treatable. It is nothing like depression is a phenomenon. It's a disorder that causes feeling of sadness or loss of interest in activities. And that happens day to day in everybody's life. But if someone is having a real serious problem, we should look after that. So first thing is that we had to look after the people, and we have to accept that it's a illness. It's an illness. And we have to accept as an individual, if you are watching and if you are suffering from depression, or your child is suffering from depression, or you are one of the parent, or you are one of the friend, and you have seen someone in depression, then just call that guy. Just text him and ask him that how are you, what are you eating, what are you doing, because it's a normal phenomenon. Depression is normal, and we have to treat it as normal only. There can be many things happening in the world, but depression is at the part of that world in which many things are happening. It's nothing new. In all over the world, around 350 million people globally suffer from depression. And when we see that depression is just not one thing, when we count depression, we count anxiety, we count drug use disorders, we count alcohol use disorders or schizophrenia. So there is many things happening in our people, between our friends, in our family, in our child. And this is a true thing, that when we talk about depression, it's just like any other illness or disorder. It's nothing you can't ignore. It's a serious thing. When we have flu, when I have flu, when we have anything, we just go to the doctor and we ask for the medicine or prescription. When we feel that our immunity is low, we just exercise, we just eat good. It is same with depression. And congrats, it's just like any other illness or disorder. If you are watching this and if you have any contact or anything related to depression, and I would say that every other person in and around the world who have seen the news of the person suffering from depression and committing something wrong is having a relation to depression. If you have heard of depression, then you should know this fact, that it's a very nominal thing. It happens with people, it was happening with people, and it will happen. But what we have to do in that, it's the right thing. And I promise, I am with you. If depression is there, if anything, if you face an anxiety, if there is drug use disorders, alcohol use disorder, everything is curable. Everything can be treated, and you don't have to worry about it, because over the time things will change. Maybe it's a bad day, maybe it's a bad month, maybe it's a bad year. It's a bad year for everyone. But over the time things change, and over the time things will change. But what we have to look after, that how we can treat this and how we can treat it as a normal thing. It should be normal for everyone, not for you, but for everyone there. So depression leads to a variety of emotional and physical problems that can decrease a person's ability to function at work and home. So in the starting, I would just tell about depression and about what is actually this term, because many people don't take it seriously and many people don't know about it. So you feel down most of the time, you're absolutely exhausted, nothing feels fun anymore. Current status, couch potato, like yes, you don't feel doing anything. You just want to you just want to stay at your place, you just want to stay home, you just want to do nothing. Your weight is up or way down, the guilt won't go away, you are feeling guilty for everything. You do something, you feel guilty. You don't feel interested in anything. Now people will be thinking that this happens with everyone. Yeah, this happens with everyone, every single person. You don't feel getting up in the morning, you feel exhausted, you don't want to go outside, but it happens at a particular time because of particular reasons. But when we talk about depression, we are talking about something that is happening from a very long time. We are talking about something that lasts more than 2 weeks, more than a month, and you are not feeling to do anything. You have heard people being suffering from depression from past 6 months, past 6 years. Yes, it's true. Because when you just lose interest in anything, that's the point where you feel and you had to look after that maybe you are depressed. Maybe you need to talk to someone today, and it's okay. It's okay to talk to anyone. You can talk to your friends, you can talk to your family, you can talk to anyone. You can comment on this video, your problem. You can be an anonymous. You can be anyone, but you have to come out of your space and you have to explore just one thing. When you wake up in the morning and you just have to explore one thing, that is smile. Because this is the most important thing. Yeah, it has been said that laughter is the best medicine, and I wouldn't agree less. That yes, being smiling and trying to laugh is the best medicine. You just have to wake up in the morning and you just have to smile. If you're seeing someone depressed, you just have to go to that person and make him smile, make him feel worth, make he or she just feel that yeah, there is something like happiness, there's something like to smile. And I don't think that it's a bad thing or you can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. You can just go to that person and talk. You can just go to that person and just say about these things, say about something, show him something. You just have to talk and be normal. Usually, sometimes people say that I need a space, I am thinking about something, I don't want to talk to anyone. Yeah, this happens. Yeah, this happens and this will happen. If today is not the good day, then I would feel that yeah, this is happening. This is happening to me. And yes,
Say that I need a
and
space.
this happens with everyone. But when you feel that you'll ignore that person, or when you feel that okay, he's always sad, but if you are the friend, if you are the person who know that person, then you have to take a step and come out of your space and help that person. That why he is always sad, maybe he's going from something, maybe he has some family issues or financial issues. It can be with anyone. But what we have to do, that we just have to come out of our space and speak. It is with everyone, the person who is suffering from depression and the person who knows a person who may be suffering from depression. We just have to come out of our space. There are people who just post sad stories on social media. There are people who just talk sad, or we just tag him as a sadist. That yeah, this person is always sad and he don't talk too much. But have you ever considered taking a step and going to that person and talking that yes, what's the issue? Let's just talk. You're not interested in knowing the issue. You just want to talk to that person. And depression symptoms can vary from mild to severe. Feeling sad or having a depressed mood, loss of interest, change in appetite, trouble sleeping, loss of energy, increase of maybe physical activity. Maybe you are doing purposefully that thing, that you are just putting yourself in so much pain. Yeah, this also happens. Feeling worthless or guilty always, difficulty thinking about anything, or you don't feel anything. But this happens with everyone, and you are the person who is feeling this from a long time, so you need to come out of your space and just speak. And it's okay. Maybe people will judge you. People are already judging everyone. When we go out in the world, people are judging you. People are judging you on your color, on your creed, on your clothes. So people judge every time. But this is not the time you think about that thing. You need to go to the most comfortable person you are with. Maybe your friend, your parents, your siblings, anyone. You just have to go and speak. And you can try this. If you feel sad for a day, don't let it grow, because this is the most important thing. When we change our thoughts, and you will change your world. Yes, I know it will be difficult. It will be difficult to think that how a depressed person, a person who is feeling anxiety issues, or anything, how he can change the thoughts. It's by talking. Because if you have heard that when you stack something, and when you're stacking it, when you're filling a ball with air, and you're filling it, there will be one time, there will be one instance that ball will burst, that balloon will burst, and there will be one instance that you will burst, and that burst will not be acceptable to anyone out in the world. They will question you, they will question your importance, they will some people will praise you, some people will blame other people, but at the end there will be left nothing. You will be left nothing. The people who didn't do anything will be left with nothing. So talking is the biggest thing that anyone can do, and it's not an issue. Talking is not an issue. Talking is not a problem. Anyone can talk, anyone can say anything to people. Maybe they will not like it, maybe they don't have the answer, but you have taken out from yourself. And it's okay. Because when you think of doing something to yourself, that's not a one-day thought. That is never a one-day thought. Because when you are thinking that yes, maybe I want to quit, these thoughts stack up over the time. These thoughts stack up over years, maybe, that you are facing this thing. But I would call anyone or everyone who is seeing this, that if you know any person who's been sad from a long time, who's facing any issues in life, maybe it's personal or any issues, just text them that how are you. Just make them smile. And it's a challenge that everyone needs to take and needs to do. And it's not a big issue, it's not a big thing that you can't do this. It's a very small thing that I want that everyone needs to think about this and have to do this. And you can obviously do this. It's time for understanding. It's time for understanding for everyone out there who may be seeing this video, or it's time for understanding that when we blame someone, or when we just point someone with anything they have done, or maybe they have not done, maybe you have done, we need to grow up. We need to think about the emotions the person may be feeling. We need to think that that person really deserves that or not. It's okay that he has done something wrong. It's okay. Everyone do something wrong. And everyone will be doing something wrong. It's human nature that if we do something, we will be making some mistake. There will be people making mistakes all the time. And you can't do anything about that. If there's a hole, someone will fall in it. Just remember this. If there is a hole, someone will go and just, go and slip in that. But that's not the mistake. That's a part of life. That people make mistakes. And it's time for understand that it's normal. It is not good to criticize everyone and everywhere, that you criticize people on everything. It's not good. There are secrets, there are habits, there are people who are fond of things, and it's their life. But we need to understand that what our actions we do, it retrograde, and it results in a bigger catastrophic decisions for other people. When we just point out other people, we just bully people, there is something that may be going in the person's mind. Maybe he didn't have a great month, maybe he lost someone, maybe he's suffering already. But when you just point out to that person, we just fail. We have failed miserably in the past years. And we need to think about this. We need to grow. That it's not the time that we fail. We are not that dumb that we can fail now. We can fail another life. There are people who are suffering. They are teenagers. There's a US data that the teenagers, that is the age 12 to 17, adolescence age, experience depressive episodes. I have faced this. That this data you see, it looks very common and it looks very simple to anyone. But when we see this data actually, that how many people are experiencing major depressive disorder and how much people receive treatment. This is because this is our mistake. This is the family's mistake. This is the friends' mistake. People bully people. When we are in school or colleges, we don't see. We just talk about people, talk at their back, talk about them everywhere. We don't feel worth of the human need. We stop thinking about humane. That what is morale? We just stop thinking about that. One day I went to my father and I just shouted at him because he just said to me that you are always on phone and you are doing this, you are always in your room and you don't talk to us. And I shouted at him that, do you know how much stress I have? Although I just had the stress of my studies or daily life thing. But my father didn't reply to that in that manner, that yes, come and sit with me. My father replied that what a child of 16 or 17 can have a stress of. I go for workout, I go and earn money, and you just sit at home, you're studying, and what stress you have? You cannot have any stress. Students don't have any stress. But if you see this data, do you really think that students or anyone don't have any stress? People have stress. Depression doesn't come out of your age. It is not like that a person who is having a financial issue or a person whose business has gone down because of any issue may be feeling depressive. No, it can come up with any age, any time, and with anyone, irrespective of your age, irrespective of what you are thinking, irrespective of anything. It can come with anyone. And it's okay, but you have to think about that what you have done for that person, for your child. Maybe you are the parent who will be seeing this video, maybe you are the sibling who will be seeing this video. But today I would like to tell that you are anyone out there, just talk to your child. Just talk to the person. Maybe he's facing some issue in his school. Maybe he's faced some bully. Maybe he faced something, he saw something. Depression, the episode that took place, that is stayed in your mind, that can be anything. And if you are a younger brother seeing this, or you are an elder brother seeing this, or you are anyone who is seeing this, just go and talk to that person. Talk to your brother, talk to your sister, talk to your mother, talk to your father, talk to your friend that you saw this is happening with you. Because remember one thing, that our mind is like a puzzle. It's just like a puzzle. You don't know what is going and what will be happening. What is the end point of that puzzle? You don't know. But every puzzle, every maze has a sequence, has a chronological order, and has an end. Yes, every maze. So if you will go deep down, if you will go and you want to reach that end, you will. Eventually you will. But it's our sole duty that yes, we talk to people out, we talk to persons out there, and we stop this maze. Because no one wants the end. You can be my friend. There are so many friends out there for you. There are your parents who don't want anything to happen to you. So just think. Now let's think. Now everyone just let's think about two things that we always do on a day-to-day basis. What we do. Just think that if anyone came for help to you, just think that in past few days you have seen anyone crying. Just think that have you seen anyone saying any truth? Just think that have you ever seen anyone saying lies? Anyone being sad about things? Anyone ranting about the situation happening out in the world? Just think about it. And then think about one thing, that we are surrounded by one thing, that is truth. And truth comprises of so many lies. When you see that someone spoke the truth and someone accepted your thing and someone accepted what you were saying, but actually truth is made from 100 lies. There are many lies hidden behind that truth. Have you ever thought that when you went home and you asked your child how was your day, and he said okay, good, normal, and you just went and you just ignored that thing, and just you went, and if you were busy, you were exhausted, and you didn't have a chat with you were just happy, and you just ignored your child, you just ignored the person, you just called him and asked what you ate today, you just called your parents and you asked that how are you feeling, but he or she is alone. So there are many truths that you see which are full of lies, and there are many lies which you see which are full of truth. When we see that someone says that I am okay, that doesn't mean that he or she is okay. But then you will think that if he or she doesn't want us to know about things, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's never okay. Because when he faced any issues and when he did anything wrong, then you will come out of that box and then you will question yourself and your life, that what have you done for that person? Was it okay for you then? No, it was never okay. I want every other parent out there, every other friend out there, and every other person who is being in a depression or who was in a depression, that come out, talk about this thing. Just talk about to people, just talk about to your parents. Tell them what is this issue. Tell them that it's a big issue, or it's a small issue, or it's a small event that happened. Maybe someone did anything to you. Because too many truths can make a big truth also. Why it always like too many truths makes a lie. Why it always like lies are easy. And it just hide the truth that is happening in your life, that is happening in anyone's life. Just remember one thing, that there are treatments for depression. You can go to a therapy or a family member. There is always a family member who talk too much. You can listen to that person. There is always a person like me who never stops or who is never tired of talking. There is a severe stage hospitalization, and it's not that bad what you think. And if you think there's a self-help strategies, yeah, you can just wake up in the morning, go for a run, meditate, and just when you go to a doctor, there are some medicines that you can take. There are antidepressants and they are helpful. There is a cure for everything. But there is not a cure for your loss. There is not a cure when you are not here. There is not a cure when you are sad. There is nothing. You are missing a lot of things happening out the world. Just go out in the garden, just go out in a club, just go out in a gym and see people. It's really funny out there. You just have to change how you are looking the world. There is plenty full of funny things. Just open the family WhatsApp group and you will laugh that there will be someone saying something very stupid. There are stupid people all over, around us, and they make us happy. They play a great role to make us happy. But there are many things that you can go and do and avoid this thing. And it's for everyone who is seeing this thing. That there are many things, maybe in the coming time something can happen to anyone. But at that time, I would be glad that you know the solution already. So just remember, just have a positive outlook to the life. And maybe there will be some smiles left, there will be some laughter. Maybe your child is waiting for you. A small child. Maybe he didn't came into the world or maybe coming soon. But he will be waiting for you. He'll be waiting with that beautiful smile out there. Maybe you want to play with him or her. And it's not the end. There are always some positiveness. You can remember about the memories of your childhood. That yes, this thing happened with me. There were always the funny moments which you overlook. But it's never the end. It's never the time that yes, you are thinking that yeah, I should overlook this. No. It can run in families. As depression can run in families, happiness can also run in families. So it's not it's a brain chemistry. It's you who control your brain. Your brain doesn't control you. It's you who is the solution for every problem out there. There's no one else. But the remarkable memories, remarkable habits that make the happiest families. And that's true. Maybe you are the mother, maybe you are the father, maybe you are the child. And everyone's life counts to make that picture perfect. And just imagine, without that smile or without you being in the photo, is that the family happy? Or is it complete? No, I don't think so. Maybe your grandmother, who is much older than you but more charming and more happier than you, is waiting for you just to tell them stories of the day. Maybe just cook some food for her. There will be someone who's so old, who's not need any money or any life necessity, but he or she is happy. He or she is happy with whatever she had been getting, because that's your smile and that's your thing that makes her happy. And you can do that again. There is never the end. There are always your parents or the old ones that have lived enough, but they are happier. They are more charmed. They have that glorious life that every one of us wants, and everyone wants us, and everyone deserves it. I deserve this life. I deserve this thing. And after 40 years, I would be celebrating my anniversary or my birthday with my loved one, with my wife. And I want to be happy as this and as old as this. Yes, I want to be as old as this. Why not? I deserve to be old when I was young. I want to live that life also. I want to be with my family, maybe large or small. Maybe some funny instances in the family happening. But I want to be with anyone and everyone in that photo. And I want to smile just like that. I want to talk to my friends. I want to do FaceTimes. Maybe they are more disturbing than me. Maybe they are more sadder than me, or maybe they are more funnier than me. But that doesn't matter. Even how much old I am, I want to be in that group. And I want to talk rubbish. I want to talk anything to them, but I want to talk to them. I want to be the part of the family. I want how much child I have. I want to have that smile, that that grumpy smile of the father, thinking that how much child he had. But yeah, I want that child. I want that smile every kid has. Yes, I want to have the smile that my grandmother had. I want to have the smile with them, with my mother, with my old mother. Yes, she deserves me, and she loves me anyhow. What I am having in my life and what I am getting in my life, how much I am depressed, but she is always there for me. Mother is always there for you. So, in the end, I would just like to tell that don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Yes, the memories passed away, the events passed away, the bad things happened in your past, but don't let yesterday take up. No, you don't deserve that pain. No one deserves that pain, and no one would ever deserve that thing. Because you are the luckiest person alive in the world. You are the luckiest person who just want to be out in the world and just be alive and just talk. Just be any other person. This is a thought that everyone would have heard. This is a cliche that pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Everyone who is out there in the world is an optimist. And every person who is out in the world who is sad is an opportunity. And that's an opportunity every optimist in the world, every other person in the world, just go and grab that opportunity, how difficult it is, and make that person smile. Because maybe you don't have any money, maybe you don't have anything that people have, and you have done a lot in life, but it's up to you. That you can be happy. You can be happy always. Money is not the thing that makes you sad or happy. Financial crises happen with everyone. Family issues happen with everyone. There are families who don't get enough meals also. But when you see them, they are more satisfied and more happier. And you are one of them. We are common. We are everyone. We deserve to be happier than them. We deserve to smile like them. Because we are them. We are no different. It's okay how people are with us. It's okay how people treat us. It's okay. Life will be difficult. But it's okay to smile. It's okay to look at these people and be carefree. It's okay to enjoy yourself. It's okay to go and talk to your 5-year-old kid and just talk the thing you have inside you. It's okay to just go out and be you, be yourself. Because there is nothing there inside that bed or inside that room that can help you. It's the people out there, the amazing people, the amazing talking people, amazing stupid people, your amazing family people, your amazing kiddie people, which can help you. Then I would give you warmest congratulations on your achievement. And pleased to see you accomplishing great things if you have learned anything about depression, or you have learned anything about what we have to do when we see anyone depressed, or when you are depressed, what we had to do today and afterwards. Because life isn't over. Depression can become in many things and many forms, but you will be you. Your position in someone's life will be that intact, and you need to save that person from being depressing. That's your achievement. That yes, today you learned that what you have to do with your family. And remember one thing, that maybe your mother is sad. Maybe she's one of the ones that who is suffering from depression. Maybe your father is in depression. Maybe your siblings, your friends are in depression. But just remember one thing, that we are like snowflakes and all different in our own way. Beautiful way. We don't have to compare anything with other. Maybe he is more successful or he is less successful. Maybe he is more thing than us. Maybe he has a greater life. Maybe he's not having any diseases like diabetes or something else or high blood pressure. But you are different in your own way and you are beautiful. And you have your talent and you have your life ahead. And you can talk about that to anyone, just like I am talking about anything. I don't know that anyone will see this video ever or not. I don't know anyone would be helped by this video or not. But I know that if I talk out what things happening in my mind and what has happened over the years, maybe if one person see this, maybe I could change that thing. And maybe I help that person. That you are very beautiful and you are the best person in the world. And things will change, that good time will come. But always remember that go and talk, and that's the best therapy. We can save a lot of money going to therapy sessions, the high cost therapy sessions, just by talking. Yes, what they do, it's talk. And we can do that always. We can just go and talk to anyone. Just talk on this platform. Just talk here. Just talk to me. There's no issue. But there's always one thing that will affect you, and that will be affecting you if you stay in your confined space. That confined space is good for nothing. So today there are many things that happen, and there will be many things that will be happening over the years. But there is always one thing that everyone has to remember, that mental health is not a small issue. It's happening with a lot of people out in the world. And we are, as a people, as a human, we need to help the people out there. We need to help everyone out there. And it's our sole responsibility to do that. It's okay that you don't feel that thing. You don't feel to talk to someone. It's okay. Talk to someone who is more into this thing. Go to counseling. There are many things. There are many organizations in the world who are this for this thing. You don't want to come out of your space. You want to be in a confined space. You want to be an anonymous. Go for it. Don't be shy over it. Just talk to people. I would request anyone and everyone in your family, your parents, friends, your brother and sister, that it's not an ego status to ignore someone when he or she is sad. It's never. We always have to look as a bigger person. If you are the younger child, if you are the person who is not in terms of age, but you have to be always act bigger than the other person and talk to them. It's never wrong, and it will never be wrong. These are the helpline contacts. If you need any help, you can just contact these persons. If you want to know anything about depression or anything about this, you can just go in the description, and there are many websites which you can look for. There are many helpline websites which anyone can go, and you can feel the peace within you when you talk to the people out there. When you talk your emotions, anything that you suffer, just talk and get that thing out. No one is a god. There is no one that is okay make you suffer, and you are no one to make anyone suffer. Remember this. Talk with sense, talk with emotions, and talk with one thing in mind, that your words can take someone's life. Your activities, in your gesture, your actions can make you a murderer. Yes. So look out for your actions. Look out for someone else's action and help them as a human. thank you very much for watching this. And if you feel like that, yes, you learned something and anyone should see this and everyone should learn and feel positive about anything that is happening in their life, just feel that smile. So please share this video with everyone out there and just talk to people.